Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome to a new game on the channel, Zelda the Wind Waker. This is a Zelda game I know basically nothing about. I know I've seen images of Link on a ship. Seems like the world is basically an endless ocean with a few islands dotted about. But I know very, very little about this. Now, while waiting for the stream to start, I did notice that it kept trying to start an opening cutscene, which I kept resetting, so I could see it with you guys. And from what I've seen, a lot of Zelda games, like the older ones, had an opening cutscene that doesn't play when you actually start the game. So it's good to watch it first because it sort of sets up what's going on. This is about one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a hidden kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. I'm familiar with that tale. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. I mean, it seems in every iteration, it's not that Link just appears. The member of the kingdom had vanished, but its legend has survived on the wind's breath. Always someone rose up from the people to fight back, and so it seems in that iteration, they're waiting for the Hero of Time to show up. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Like, they're waiting for the Hero of Time to show up, but no one was willing to stand up to be the hero. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. An entire island of people just dedicated to being the next Link? That's cool. The elders wished only for the youth to know courage, like the hero of legend. Alright, and this is back to that opening cutscene, so let's get started. Would you like to create a save file for Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on memory card in slot A? Sure. Obviously we're playing on the GameCube emulator, Switch, whatever they call it, Nintendo Switch Online GameCube, something or other. Yep, that seems fine. So we've got... trying to guess what those symbols are trying to entail. There's 4 things on the left, 3 on the right. Sort of some overlapping circles. We'll find out in time. And of course, we are Link. I don't know if this game prefers people with all capital names. Some do. But historically, they've used the name you enter here as your character name. So that's why I'm going with that. Yeah, name entry. It says it right there. Also interesting that I need to use the joystick to control that, rather than using the D-pad. This is but one of the legends of which people speak. Is this the same thing that we just went through? Yeah, it is. Well, now I feel a little silly that we watched it, but in some games they had an opening cutscene that wasn't part of the game. Oh well, we can watch it again. But yeah, so it's interesting to me that we have the people waiting for a hero rather than anyone, like, yes, to the people of, because they're talking about Ocarina of Time, at least that's what it seems like. To the average person, it probably looks like Link appeared out of nowhere, but he didn't. He was just a person of that land who rose up to fight against evil. So when these people are like, where's the hero of time that's going to save us? And it's just like, one of you needs to rise up. And the gods would bless whoever had that courage with courage. So, yeah. That's my perspective on it. Whatever kingdom this is that was lost because they just sat around waiting for the hero to save them. Bad call. And all the other times, a hero rose up. From no one. Like, not anyone who anyone thought was going to be a hero. It was usually just some kid who started out just trying to do something small. Rescue a friend, do a little bit here or there. And next thing you know, they're the hero. But yeah, this right here, where the great evil had been thought to be sealed forever by the hero. Where it says that they're waiting for the hero to show up, but he never did. It's like, that's not how that works. People believe that the hero of time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. It's like, one of you guys needed to become the hero. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. Also, I kind of wish I could skip this since I have seen it. So how do we get from that, where the kingdom is wiped out, no one remains, no one knows anything about it, but you have one island of green-clothed heroes training up in courage? Okay, I guess the memory of the kingdom vanished, but the legend survived. Whatever that means. I mean, to some extent, this actually sounds... It's obviously not talking about Skyward Sword, but the idea of having a group of people who all get clothed in green, training up in courage, it's like, that's the Academy of Skyward Sword. Outset Island. Big brother! Big brother! That is a rupee on the very top of that tower. Big brother! You don't need a spyglass to see someone that close. I knew you'd be here. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Aryll's Lookout. So is your name Aryll? So, do you remember what day it is today? We look so tired. Like, not there yet. Just the half-closed eyes. You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday. What? That's why Grandma's been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Whoa, those controls in the upper right are chaotic. Also, since I'm not using a GameCube controller, I'm using a Switch Pro controller. So, yeah. Hurry up, big brother. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house, and I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. So R is crouch. I don't know what button Z is. X and Y don't do anything. Oh no. So our C button and C up, that yellow button, is our right joystick again. Man, I really hate Nintendo deciding that the best way to handle the various buttons is using the joystick. Can I go in the water? Yes. Is there, like, limited stamina? Yes. Okay, I can see it in that bar. Okay, so we do have limited stamina. Yeah, and it's the same thing of... Whoa. Obviously we can't use... Oh, we can use the joystick to look around. Well, that's weird then. How do I get out of free look mode? I don't know. Oh dear. Alright, controls are a bit finicky. Not bad yet. Hey, our first rupee. So we can use ZL to lock on, which adjusts our camera. If we push up on the joystick, it gives us a free look. But if we just use the joystick, we can rotate the camera, although it's sort of inverted to what I want. So that'll take a bit of getting used to. Watchtower, Forest of Fairies. Yeah, no, the rotation is inverted to what I expect. Which is definitely weird. Oi, Link. What's that? Today's your birthday? Well, congrats, buddy. Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Why, I swear, I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Link? You'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Except, you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common sense, buddy. Hello, pig. Can I attack the pig? There's an attack option, but it just makes me roll. I'm gonna explore the whole town before I actually go to my home to see my grandma. At least just see what all's around. Okay, no books that I can interact with. I need to keep an eye on the indicators in the top right, because I'm used to things popping up sort of middle of the screen to let me know I can interact with stuff, and that's not how they're handling it. Yeah, and he just wants to immediately grab stuff and vault around. Whoa. Okay, those camera angles were awkward. Please open the chest. There you go. You got a red rupee. That's 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise that we just stole from someone's home. I mean, it was probably all stuff that this guy found in the grass, so it all belonged to someone else first. So we can justify that it's fine-ish. So there's not really a sprint that I can see. No entry. The forest paths are closed until suspension bridge repairs are completed. Alright then. It's their fault. Ooh. I was gonna say it's their fall damage, but there are rupees hiding on this roof. Okay, just a tiny bit of rupees. I was wondering if this might be... Yeah, there is even higher rupees. How would I get up there? Maybe an ability we don't yet have. Well, that wasn't a very tall fall, so maybe we'll find out later if there's actually fall damage. Okay. Just a rock outcropping that stands on its own. Oi, Link. Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage, you can run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me. Turns out it's true. Unless you were talking about one of these rocks, in which case, no. Didn't see how much that rupee was worth, but it didn't seem like much. Or was that not a rupee? Like, it was rupees we got earlier, but was that... Looked like some sort of gold, I assume rupee, but maybe it was like a coin or something? Wasn't paying enough attention. This is our quest status. These are items. No, we don't have anything else. It had to be a rupee, but I would expect gold rupees to be worth a lot. There's another one over there, so I can, I guess, check when we get to it. That's a kid, not a rupee. Just saw the gold there. I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see, look. That black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. Ready to go grab it, Link? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert about their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold R to crouch and tilt to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. So there's a pig around here somewhere. There you are. Is it a problem if it's facing me? Well, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do when I got to that point, because I crouched up to it until I was running into it and it didn't do anything. So I could crawl over to it. Remember, you can't frighten those oinkers. Hold R to crouch and use the joystick to slowly crawl up to them, and then pounce. Yeah, the pounce part is the part I need more instructions on. Because, like, I'm bumping into it, but there's no instructions showing up in the top right. I'm locked on, if that would help, but it doesn't seem to. Yeah, an attack doesn't do anything. I don't know. Maybe it's something that we'll get to later. No, I don't want to talk to you again. You are unhelpful. I don't know. Little crabs that I can't seem to interact with. It's not surprising this early in the game that there's stuff I can't interact with. Hey, Beetle. Oh, customer. Welcome to Beetle's shop ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Oh, just use the joystick to browse. Bait bag. This holds bait. It's quite useful, and it's my very last one. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bag like this. 20 rupees. All-purpose bait, 3 servings for 10 rupees. Good things happen to those who feed this stuff to animals. Do you have a bait bag? Oh, fine customer of mine. Hyoi pear, 10 rupees. You can't buy this anywhere else, only here. I'm serious. Now's your chance. Buy, buy, buy. Huh? I don't have anything to say. Just buy something. Buy, buy. It does look like the bait bag, in fact, has a pig face on it. Oh, just use that to browse. Bye. Bye. Come again. I mean, I could go for the bait bag, but I don't see a need yet. Oh, Link, happy birthday. Hey, did your sister Aryll find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandma is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day, and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me, so she could help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press R. Can you tell her that for me? Sure. Oi, Link. Press L right there, and use A to talk to me. Try it. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just L-targeted me. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around a target, you can press L to face forward. You know, it's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use L-targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag, not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. We'll do that in a moment. I'm gonna go in the front door first. Hi? Are you punching a dead shark? Link, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? I don't seem to be that old. You know, comparatively, just looking at you. You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles. You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach it to you. Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can, then press A. This is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. Roll into a wall? Is there a specific spot on the wall? You're welcome. Such racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. His is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He is quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times I am ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Link. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold, and to that end, I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills with the sword? Absolutely. Are you going to give me a sword? You gave me a sword. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold L to target me, then press B. Keep swinging. Very good. Next is the thrust. L target, then tilt up and press... Wait. Okay. Again, they're just showing a single joystick, and so for a moment there I was thinking they were talking about the right joystick, and I'm like, I can't hit that and B at the same time. No, that's going to be the left joystick. The right joystick is the C buttons, and I need to remember that. And press B. Come at me. Thrust with your sword. So this is another game where we have different attack options depending, but rather than me having to swing the joystick around to do them, it's L target or not, and then be pressing forward or not, at least so far. Very good, keep thrusting. You thrust by L targeting, pressing forward and pressing B. I was. Good, that is enough. It's interesting that Link doesn't just do the same thrust forward. Like, that's doing the spiral attack was still with the thrust command. Hey Skelepuppy, welcome. I'm doing well. Just trying to get the hang of a new Zelda game. It is as I foresaw. One day, you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But if for any reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again. You don't mind if I break all of your pots, right? Love Wind Waker, beat it once. I'm excited to try it out. That did not break the pots in the way I was hoping. I was hoping I'd get a sword that I could shatter a bunch of pots. There has been nothing in any of these pots, so... Sorry, dude. I was just looking for treasure, and you apparently don't keep treasure in your pots. What kind of a strange person doesn't keep treasure in their pots? Alright, and we've been asked to go upstairs to meet this fine gentleman. The mushrooms in the corners bother you? You're growing up, Link, which means you're going to need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all the sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manner of topics for many years now. Now I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Everything you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan. We did that when we were downstairs. So, in the time we were down there doing our contest, I'm gonna stop that because that's annoying. In the time we were down there doing our little fight training, he put up all the shelves, added new pots onto all of them, and got it all set up so that a minute later, his brother knocked them all down again. Why would you even bother? And also, set up better shelves if this is a regular thing. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger brother, and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No. The brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot, as if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? So, I thought the point of this island, from what the opening cutscene said, is that everyone that, when they reach a certain age, is given a green tunic and sort of trained up in the, for courage and to be a hero and whatnot. Which means these two should have gone through the same thing. So for this guy to just be like, why would you bother fighting? It's like, isn't that this whole island's deal that makes them special? Is they all train up that way? So that any of them could be the hero? He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Anyway, I'm gonna read your filing system. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 10. Oh, we are looking at the wrong side of things, which I guess makes sense since I started at the right. Becoming the champion of life. Learn all there is to learn in lessons 1 through 9. And no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. Let's go to lesson 1. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 1. The energy of life. To be young is to know no limits. To one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. The 3 hearts on the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trials and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. At such times, it may be possible to replenish one's health by cutting grass and finding hearts. Yeah, don't you just love it when you're cutting grass and there's just a heart in the middle of your lawn? It's super good. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 2. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy, and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon in the bottom right while in the water. This is one's swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. Sturgeon's 1-point lesson. Lesson 3. The great map of life. As one is... The fact that he keeps referring to as one, like one being talking about who he's talking to, it's just a strange way of phrasing things that stands out as odd to me. As one is often hasty and acts without thinking when young, it's easy to get lost on one's way. It is at confused times such as this that one must refer to his or her area map in the lower left. The yellow arrow shows one's current location. Enlarge the map with right or hide the map with left on the D-pad. So we do have a D-pad. I don't know the GameCube controls. I didn't have one. The up in the top right portion of the area map indicates wind direction. Always remember that the wind blows in the direction of the arrow, always. Lesson 4. Material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. And of course, with those belongings comes a need to keep track of them and keep them in good order. One needs only to press start/pause to see the items he or she has obtained. The item screen contains items the player can set to use with Y, Z, and X. The quest status screen, for its part, contains vital items related to one's quest. Wait, hang on. Z? Isn't Z used for targeting? How would we handle using Z for an item and targeting? That seems like that's going to get confusing. The quest status screen, for its part, contains vital items related to one's quest. It's possible to switch between these two screens by pressing L and R. Lesson 5. How not to regret the things one fails to do in life, a very important lesson. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way not to regret things one wanted but failed to do is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity may strike. Calamity Ganon? If one's life energy is extinguished before one has had a chance to save, then one's life will have been lived in vain. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life. Press start pause and choose save on either the item screen or the quest status screen. Lesson 6. Improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow beings, one must be outgoing and press A to speak to all people one meets. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return and offer wisdom on many important things. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat their statement by pressing A again. More often than not, if one asks politely, a person will say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. Lesson 7. Knowing one's own abilities. To improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and R calmly whenever one comes across a person or an object. By doing so, A and R will pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. To know one's own abilities is to know one's limits. Lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that is before them, but oftentimes they are missing out on a grander view. By using C to change perspective, one can often find oneself gazing upon sights and discoveries one never expected to see. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determined an appropriate course of action, it is wise then to press L to take action. To get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks, press L, and tilt up. So that's, yeah, how we look around. Just seeing if there happens to be anything of interest in this room for us to see. Lesson 9. That is still Lesson 8. Lesson 9. A fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes poor use of rupees will have a hard life. In order to fully enjoy a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early and often. Speaking of, I'm gonna see if I can gather some rupees. No, like your brother, you don't store anything in your jars. Anything exciting up here? No. Well, thanks for your time.
Yep.
Well, that is gross. Your grandma was calling for you, Link. Oh, super gross. And so was my mom. Hello, mailbox. Good morning. Welcome to the Island Postal Service. What do you have for delivery? Nothing. Also, the mailboxes talk. Yeah, there's that gold rupee there. I'm wondering the value, because it's obviously not 300. Since we've already found one. And I don't have 300 rupees. Oh dear. We did not make that jump. I don't see anything else around here. Let's go up this path before we finally go to our grandma like we're supposed to. Today is your birthday, isn't it, Link? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell the truth, I could congratulate myself too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? So you're the one who wants the pig. And yeah, probably I need bait. Or at least having bait would help get pigs, as opposed to just trying to crawl up to them, which did not seem successful. Is there nothing of interest in this house? I mean, we could look around just to see. The controls are super inverted in how we look around, and I don't like it. But there is a hole in the ceiling. I don't know if that's significant in any way. I don't think you can actually climb up there. I'll figure out the controls at some point. But no, it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do inside your house. But if there is a way to get upstairs, because it does look like there should be an upstairs. I mean, maybe if we got up there, there'd be a way to hop up top. But at the moment, I'm thinking no. Let's try crouching again. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do there. Okay. Moving on. Before we go in, what is back here? More pots to break. Hey, with rupees. See, we know how pots are supposed to work. I do not see our grandma. She might be upstairs, though. There is a ladder. Hello there. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. They haven't said what age it is, just it's the age of the hero. The hero of time, the hero of legend, or whatever it was. We seem young, but I don't know if we're supposed to be like 18 or if we're like 12. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally taught to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for you tonight, I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister Aryll. Can Can I roll into that shield? What is it, Link? Go call Aryll for me. Just a moment. You won't let me roll. How dare you? I want to knock the shield down so I can get it, even though it's supposed to be, you know, an heirloom hanging on the wall. But I've already held a sword. I want to hold a shield. So, do we want to try the bait thing first? Because I've got some rupees. I think I could afford to buy the bait bag and some bait. I don't know if it's like replacements and I'm supposed to get them on my own eventually later anyway. And therefore buying them would be a bit of a waste. A customer, welcome to Beetle's shop ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Yes, yes. So yeah, we could buy the bag for 20 and then the bait for 10. I don't know what I would need a pair for. But we can always find more rupees. It's not going to be the end of the world if we waste 30 rupees that I didn't need to. Actually, I can create a suspend point. So if this doesn't work out, I can just reload back. The joys of playing on the Switch emulator, like Switch GameCube emulator thing, whatever they're calling it. You got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press YZ or X to see what's inside and press YZ or X again to get your bait ready for use. You're the greatest. I'll never forget you. I'm going to make a members card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. Is that a skull in the background? Just noticing that? My shop is kind to its customers, and no other shop will do this sort of thing for you. I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Oh, just use right to browse. I'm wondering if the bag came with bait in it already.
Bye!
So before I buy a bunch of bait, I'm guessing that's showing that we have no bait in the bag. So we will buy the bait. You got all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Choose your bait bag on the item screen, then set this bait to YZ or X to use it.
Thank you!
Thanks very much. Now you have 2 points saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn the silver membership.
Bye!
Alright, in that case, if we go in here, yes. Yeah, so now we have our bait. Then do I just click that? They marked that as Z. Hang on. No, wait. I'm super confused. If we go up, so that is my, what they're calling Z, which is not Z targeting, mind you, the Z from Z targeting, which is ZL. What they're showing there that I've registered Z2 is my right bumper. Wow, getting into this is confusing, but okay. I'll assign it to Y. The buttons are weird.
Yep.
So now we can go back and try and collect this pig for our friend here. There was the other pig that's up further that way. But he's aiming to get this one. And I will trust his instinct. Alright, we can't use bait while we're crouched. There you go. Cool. So yeah, we needed bait to get him to hold still long enough to pick him up, it seems. We couldn't do it just with crouch. Why did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, that was a positive thing. I was like thinking she was saying, why did you bring that here? Oh, thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home. You sweetie. Oh, Link, hold out your hand. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise. Why, this little darling is as cute as a button. You know, it's so cute that I wouldn't mind having even more of them. Okay, you want me to grab the other pig? Can do. No. I scared it. Hold still. Hello? Excellent. Sort of got you wedged up against a wall. Why, did you bring me another piglet? Oh, were you all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself? That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. Another red rupee. Worth 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. I think those are the only two I remember seeing. But if there is another one around, I suppose we can try and grab it.
Yep.
Anything you want to say now that I've grabbed the two pigs? If you come across wild pigs, you've got to be careful not to scare them. What you need to do is open your heart to them. Yeah, you heard me, right? For example, you can feed them bait to settle them down, or hold R to use the thumbstick to slowly crawl behind them. That way you won't startle them and they'll like you. Oh, and remember to put away anything you're holding before you press R to crouch. You can't go crawling around with stuff in your hands. Near the start. Okay. Since this is by far the most important quest. So aren't those clothes hot? We were told that they were warm for this weather. Yes. Ooh, is there something hiding down here? I think I saw rupees. Yeah, there is. Hey, piggy. Hey, no bait needed. So bait makes it easier, but if you're lucky and you do get behind them-ish, you can technically pick them up without it. Don't freak out, pig. We're almost to your new home. Oh, look at this one. You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs on the whole Great Sea. Hey, Oinker. Oink, oink. Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be like a big pig jamboree in there. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. I can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Link. You got a red rupee. That's 20 more rupees. I guess I'd better think up some names for these little oinky woinkies, huh? Yep, have fun with that. Now we need to go talk to our sister. I think that's all that's left to do at the moment. All right. Ah, oi, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? Wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, Z, or X, and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now. See what you can see. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Hey. Oh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. All right. We'll set you to X. Hey, what's that? Link, are you looking at the red post box? Ugh, the controls are not amazing. Big brother, are you using that to zoom in? Because you should be. Postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Link, the sky. Look up in the sky. Again, it's inverted. Whoa. You have someone in your claws. That's probably not good.